To minimize chemically induced or chemically related illness and injury, OSHA has issued a standard for hazardous communication called in government jargon, Haz Com. This program is designed to ensure that all chemicals produced, imported, or used in United States workplaces are properly evaluated and understood, and that all information regarding any hazards to health or safety be clearly transmitted to all affected employees. Safety mishaps can easily be avoided. Simply ensure all workers are informed of all hazards to health and safety and that they always follow proper protective measures. That's why the Haz Com standard requires employers to develop and maintain a written hazardous communication or Haz Com program, including provision for container labeling, material safety data sheets, and a training program for all employees. This plan must contain a list of all hazardous chemicals in each work area and describe how workers are made aware of all hazards. That means routine hazards and the not-so-routine hazards. If there are multiple employers on a job site, like on a construction project, then the rule requires all employers make available all relevant information regarding all hazards and protective measures and precautions. The hazard assessment is critical to the program. All hazardous compounds and their locations must be identified in the plan. Once you've answered these questions and developed a complete hazardous substance inventory, keep it updated as job requirements and chemical inventories change, and make sure the Haz Com file is available to everybody. The MSDS is a document which describes the chemical properties of products, their health, and physical hazards. An MSDS must be provided by the manufacturer or importer when a hazardous chemical is shipped for the first time and any time thereafter upon request. All facilities are required to have an MSDS for each hazardous chemical used in the workplace. Although OSHA has not prescribed the format for the MSDS, the Haz Com program requires that it must be in English and supply certain information. First is the chemical identity. You will also find the physical and chemical characteristics of the product on the MSDS. Under physical hazards, you will learn the compound's potential for fire and explosion. The MSDS recommends extinguishing agents and firefighting methods. Under the health hazards section, you will learn the health hazards of the chemical, the signs, and symptoms of exposure. The law now requires chemical manufacturers, importers, and distributors to label all containers of hazardous substances. The identifier that's listed on any box or container label must be the same that's listed on the Haz Com required safety data sheet and hazardous substance inventory. That identification can be the chemical name of a product, the CAS number, the federal stock number, or code number. Labels often need to be supplemented. If hazardous materials in bulk containers are repackaged or redistributed into smaller containers for use by more than one employee, each of these new containers must be labeled accurately. Pipes and piping systems in the workplace do not have to be labeled, but supervisors are required to ensure that all employees know about the pipe contents and hazard potential. Insecticides, fungicides, and herbicides that are regulated by other federal agencies do not need to have additional Haz Com labels. Haz Com, evaluation and communication can go a long way in preventing illness or injury. When in the slightest doubt, put a label on it and make sure those labels are read and understood by all employees. And make sure warnings and precautions are followed when the products are in use. Become familiar with each chemical you work with. Study the material safety data sheets and learn how to protect yourself. This is crucial, not only for you and your health, but for other employees as well. Stay on top, stay informed, and stay safe. This is Claude Akins reminding you that safety is your job, too.